Now from the Weather Tracker TV Storm Studios, this is your weather today. Here's Chief Meteorologist William Cole.
All right, folks, TGIF, and here we go on a Friday. Of course, we are now cruising into the weekend. It's not just any weekend. It's an Arctic blast weekend. We've got our first Arctic blast of the season. It is still inbound, and we're talking about some pretty cold stuff. We may have some record low temperatures. Looks like we're going to have some frozen precipitation moving into the area. And in fact, we may also have some wind chill factors approaching or going sub-zero on us. So this is going to be a big deal. It starts tomorrow. We're getting a little taste of it today. We did have a cold front, as anticipated, move through overnight. It's a windy front, and in fact, out the door this morning, these were some of our peak wind gusts. A lot of locations well over 40 miles per hour, DFW 43 mile per hour gust across the runways out there. Again, just a little bit earlier this morning. Corsicana down in Navarro County, one of the top gusts I've seen so far on the map. They had a 46 mile per hour gust, again, just a little bit earlier this morning. Winds stay up through the morning into the early afternoon, but then the winds will begin to diminish, again, for any kind of later afternoon or that all-important Friday evening. So a lot of sunshine today. It's going to be a good-looking afternoon if you're just looking out the window, out your office window. But again, temperatures, they're going to be hard-pressed to move much as we go through the afternoon, right? That northerly wind just kind of reinforces the chillier air mass. We call it cold air advection. But again, a daytime high right around 46, but your wind chill factor, even as we go through the day, again, you can see from the teens this morning into the 30s around lunchtime. And in fact, your wind chill factor only kind of fluctuates there through the lower 40s as we go through the day. So big winter coat, yeah, you'll want to keep it even as we go through the afternoon. So we did have a little bit of rain overnight, depending on where you were in the Metroplex, as anticipated right at midnight. We did have a very skinny band of thunderstorms develop as that front came through. And again, Dallas County, Collin County, parts of Rockwall County, that's where the rain was. Tarrant County, especially if you're up in Denton County, you're saying what rain, because it didn't rain a drop there. And again, you can see as we went through the overnight, that was the activity pushed off to the east. There was a tornado watch in effect for parts of our eastern counties overnight. We essentially had no severe weather. All the real active weather, as anticipated, truly, again, was well off to our east. There are the fronts coming through this morning, and again, you can see as that storm system associated with the cold fronts and the wind continues to push off to the east. Again, obviously, that is where all the active weather is. Again, you see the green boxes there. Those are ongoing tornado watches, and in fact, you can even see the little blinking red boxes. We call those polygons. Those are ongoing tornado warnings now moving over into parts of Mississippi. So quite a bit of active weather there. But again, for us now, after we're kind of past the wind a little bit later on today, truly we're going to be looking off to the north, because our dip, our storm system that came through, again, really early this morning, it's pulling off at a high rate of speed. And the only reason why that's important is that pulls away and vacates. That's what's going to allow our next troughing pattern to really truly develop and allow that colder air, the Arctic air, the Siberian air off to the north, to begin to pull down and spill into the southern plains. So as that's speeding off quicker, it's going to allow that cold front tomorrow. Again, the timing on it continues to just kind of inch up as we go through the day tomorrow, Saturday. But again, look at this here. So it's not just going to be the southern plains, but again, a lot of this Arctic air, this Arctic front is even going to spill down into parts of the deep south, even into parts of the Florida Panhandle, parts of the Florida Peninsula. This is going to be a pretty big chill down, again, as we go over the next several days. Obviously, we're really focusing, though, on what's going to be happening here in North Texas. Speaking of that, I want to jump ahead of time. I want to talk about Sunday, and I want to talk about Monday. This is the latest modeling. And again, there's going to be an opportunity of snow up along the Red River Valley. Elsewhere, it's going to be freezing rain, a little bit of sleet showing up, a little bit of a wintry mix. It's going to be relatively light, but there's going to be just enough of it that I would anticipate some real deal travel slowdowns Sunday, Monday, and maybe even some of those travel slowdowns lingering into Tuesday as well. So 40s today for daytime highs. There's the wind diminishing, right, as we go through the day, looking better heading into the evening. Friday evening plans, temperatures in the 40s, not as much of a wind chill. We're back down around freezing for overnight lows tonight. And then for tomorrow, all these are relatively subjective. We'll have the front moving through, and in fact, temperatures will be in free fall on tomorrow, Saturday. As we go through the afternoon, you can see we'll be bottoming out by Sunday morning in the teens, 20s over the next several days, maybe some record low temperatures mixed in there. And again, you can see that opportunity of precipitation Sunday into Monday.